students, Namaste and welcome to today's English class of grade 9. Today we are in unit 17 and the title is Global Warming and Climate Change. Okay, so under that we are dealing with reading comprehension, changing eyes. Okay, so we are going to read a movie review, Changing Eyes. Okay, let's get started with getting started activities. Let's see what's there. Okay, look at here. Getting started activity. Look at the picture. Look at the picture and discuss its pictures and discuss its causes and consequences. Okay, look at the picture. What can you see over here? Yes, we can see two bears, right? Polar bears, ice, right? Ice and then water. So what this picture is trying to show us? Okay, this is related with our unit title, that is global warming and climate change. To understand this picture, somehow we need to understand what is global warming. Yes, so global warming is to increase in the temperature of our earth, right? Temperature is to raise the temperature, and climate change is caused by global warming, change in the pattern of weather, climatic condition, to change in the climatic condition. So that is global warming and climate change, and this picture is related with that. Okay, so when do ice melt? When there is raise in the temperature, when temperature is high, ice melts, right? So this we can see ice is melting. So when ice melts, what happens? Water level raises. There is water. We get water after ice. When ices melt, right? Ices melt, we get water. That means level of water raises. Level of water is raising. Ice is melting and level of water is raising. That is what cause is global warming. Consequence, as a result, ice is melting and water is rising. Let's move to next picture. Look at this picture. What can you see over here? We can see mountain. Okay, this is the picture of mountain, but less snow, right? Some patches only. We can see some patches of snow only. Why this condition is why snow is less over here? Whenever we say mountains, we picturize in our mind, mountain looks white, covered with white snow, it is all covered with white snow, but we can see only some patches of snow over here. This is also caused by what? Global warming. Global warming. Due to the global warming, snow is melting. Snow is melting and we can see only few patches in the mountains. Okay, finally the third picture, last picture over here. What can you see over here? Yes, the trees have been fallen down, right? And there is flood, sea flood. Okay, so this flood water, it is taking away all those stuffs, and people are now watching over there. Trees have fallen down. So this is also due to climatic change, right? Climate change, or let's say this is related to the disaster, right? Natural disaster. And why these situations have been caused? This is all because of ourselves. Okay, why? human activities, different types of human activities. So climate change, global warming, these all environmental issues are related with people, right? So because of our activities that damages environment, that cause different kind of natural calamities, right? Like cutting down trees. Okay, what sorts of activities it could be? Cutting down trees. So because of that, that causes landslides. So and then other environmental degradations, and then global warming is also caused by, like when we use oils from the earth, oils, gas, okay, these things, when we use these sorts of things, it also produces the gases which increases the temperature of the earth, and it causes global warming. Okay, so this is what related with our lesson reading 1. We have some more questions to discuss now. Reading 1, answer the following questions. Number A, what is the name of movie you have recently watched? So here you have to name of the movie that you have recently watched. Okay, you can name any name, any movie name. You can call any movie name. Okay, if you talk about me, I have recently watched Everest. Like I watched movie Everest. What number B? What sort of movie was it? So what types of the movie? Whether it was documentary, or it was comedy, adventurous, or what type is it? Action movie, science fiction, what sort of it? Write it down. Okay. Number C, what did you like about the movie? What did you like? What are the strong points of the movie? Then comes, what was its weaknesses? What could be changed in this movie, so how the movie could be better? Okay, so this one you have to discuss with your friends. Now we move forward. Okay, what's there? Let's see. All right, our title of today's text is Movie Review Changing Eyes. Okay, movie review. So whenever we review movie, we need these details of the movie. We have to care about, note down these points. Changing Eyes is the movie name. Movie review. Title is Changing Eyes. Genre that we talked about, what type of movie is it? Like documentary. This movie is documentary based on a factual one. Biography. The language of the movie is English. Director Jeff Orlowski. Producer Jerry Aronson. Paula Dupre. Pesman, Jeff Orlowski. Writer is Mark Munro. Release date, when was it released? August 10, 2016. Run time 1 hour 14 minutes. How long was it? It was 1 hour and 14 minutes. And produced by, this is the institution, Diamond Dogs Exposure. Okay, we are going to read about this movie review. And here one more picture is here, as you can see. This is picture of, what is this picture of? Okay, we can see a lot of ice over here. Ice everywhere. So where do we find lots of ice? Arctic zone, right? Arctic. This could be the picture from Arctic. And people are there. So as this movie is related with ice, changing ice, the person is there to observe it, right? Okay, let's start our lesson. In the wake of Hurricane Sandy, the power and unpredictability of nature and ever-changing weather patterns have become increasingly apparent. Okay, there was a hurricane, one, as we were talking about all the disasters happen in the nature that is unpredictable. Okay, we cannot guess what would happen in the nature. So it is very, we can not guess. Unpredictable mean we cannot guess what goes in the nature. So there was hurricane Sandy once. It was also a kind of one of the disaster occurred, and that the disasters are so powerful that we could not guess the pattern and the destruction brought by such kind of disasters. As topics such as weather and global warming became increasingly prevalent in today's culture. So today, these days, we talk about, okay, global as a global issue. We talk about global warming, and this is there. People's, we discuss about existing topic. This is the existing issue topic that we discuss these days. Okay. So James Ballock's documentary Changing Ice provides striking images of how climate change has caused glacial erosion. And here we talk about glacial erosion. The documentary prepared by James Ballock's documentary, which main objective of this documentary was changing ice. It talks about the glacial erosion, how climate change, there is climate change, and how this climate change caused glacial erosion. Glacial, mass of ice, it is eroded, the ice being eroded by the wind or water or other natural agents. When there is global warming, there is what? Ice melts due to the global warming and it is eroded. So erosion of ice is called glacial erosion. We generally read about soil erosion, right? This is just like soil erosion, but erosion of ice, that is glacial erosion. Okay. The award-winning movie, which opens in Los Angeles on November 23rd, traces the journey of environmental photographer Ballock as he attempts to capture the erosion of glaciers in Arctic through photographs and videos. Okay, this movie starts in Los Angeles, 23rd November. It traces, it tracks down, shows the captured videos of photographs and videos which was shoot in Arctic zone. Okay, Arctic zone, to show the glacier erosion. In order to accomplish this goal, Ballock started his own project and dived in the extreme ice survey. So Ballock himself, to complete this goal, it was his goal to capture the video of ice and ice erosion over there in the Arctic zone. So he went there in a very extreme ice, extreme condition, very cold condition. This his effort began as a project for National Geographic and turned out to reach a broader scope by tackling the problem of glacier erosion. This movie, in the beginning started as a National Geographic project for National Geographic, but later on the scope was broadened. So how, because the problem was great, and then people started to pay attention and it became then it visualized about the glacial erosion in details. After that, Ballock's survey began with a total of 25 cameras. So how Ballock did this survey, how Ballock picturized this video. So he started with 25 cameras, and they were monitored over the course of 3 years. 3 years. It took 3 years to monitor. The cameras were housed in protective units in order to prevent their destruction in the harsh Arctic weather. So, in the weather was very harsh in Arctic zone. 3 years the cameras were there. Cameras were put there. Balog and Balog's team periodically downloaded the footage, the video clips. Periodically mean in the certain time periods. After certain time periods, they used to download footage, video clips from there. After having photographed glaciers in the past, Balog says in the film that he wanted to return to some of the same places he had visited to see how the glacier had changed. So 3 years, over the 3 years, he visited time and again over there to see to track down the changes over there in the Arctic zone. He and his team set up cameras in Greenland, Iceland, Alaska, and Montana's Glacier National Park. So he set up cameras in those places to track down glacial erosion. Then the documentary begins with a series of striking and intense video clips of multiple natural disasters. A document started with showing many natural disasters. Balog establishes the goal of the film from the very beginning by explaining his own initial skepticism. So he had his own skepticism in the beginning, doubts. He had his own doubts. He has some kind of already prediction about that regarding climate change and academic research on this topic. This makes Balog more relatable and increases his credibility as a photojournalist who ends up finding evidence for what he once doubted was actually occurring. What he predicted before was true, turned out to be true. The doubts were cleared later on. This documentary effectively combines data and scientific facts with visually appealing images. Visually, appealing, attractive images were shown in this movie that make climate change more real, that showed more real videos, real views were shown there. Balog's photographs and time-lapse footage of glaciers carving or breaking apart into icebergs allow viewers to see and experience what is actually happening in these zones. So actually what is happening in the Arctic zone, normally we do not know, but Balog, being a photographer, he went there, observed and captured real videos of the climate change, and that the footage they were brought to us and we could watch, observe that. The bigger the screen, the better the view. Beautiful images that Balog has captured, beautiful pictures were captured, many of which most people will never have the chance to experience in person. We will never have that chance to experience. We might not have by own. We might not have observed that real picture, but we could observe it because Balog has captured those videos. Balog also refrains from overwhelming his audience with too many scientific details and makes the data easy to understand. So he has explained so well, giving scientific data. With scientific data, he has explained well in his movie. He explained his methods and how he interprets his results without coming across boring. It is hard to watch an avalanche on screen or see extreme erosion of glaciers over a short period of time and not realize Balog is clearly onto something. So we could observe and feel that erosions, the scenes were interpreted so well by Balog in his film that we could watch and we could feel that erosion of glaciers in his movie. Okay, as you can see meanings as well over here. Refrains, stop yourself from doing something, overwhelming, felt or experienced with a lot of force, and avalanche, mass of ice. Next, the film also incorporates a sense of extreme length, and Balog and his team, including a glaciologist and climatologist. So in his team, not only photographer but also the glaciologist who studies about glaciers, and a climatologist who studies about climate were also there, included in the team, were willing to go to capture footage of his this glacial erosion. There are scenes in which Balog cries out in disappointment when some cameras are not working, and the other moments when he puts himself in quite precarious positions, that is uncertain position, as he descends into holes and the curves of ice in order to get the best suit. So he was trying to put his best effort over there. We cannot imagine how we feel being in the Arctic zone, covered by ice and snow everywhere, and then shooting there in that harsh, difficult situation. So it was so hard to capturize those videos over there. Sometime camera did not work, sometime it was very dangerous, dangerous to shoot video over there. Not to mention the knee surgery that threatens to keep him from the ice hiking on his journey. Even he had problem in his knee. So it was we speechless, how he captured videos over there. Okay, next. Chasing Ice is definitely a worthwhile documentary that combines intriguing, arousing one's curiosity, theories, and exquisite images, extremely beautiful images. Those who are skeptical about theories on the environment might be reluctant to see the film, but there is still something to be gained from Balog's research. So people might hesitate to watch this movie, those who do not believe what was thought by what was the view of Balog. Those who could not understand view of Balog, they might not would like to watch it, but there's still something that makes you watch. Balog and his team make viewers think critically about climate change, because this movie will make people to critically think about the climate change and what it can mean for our future, what kind of consequence it could bring to our future. So this is this review is written by Andrea Shakely. Okay, so we have we have gone through the text Chasing Ice, how the movie was wonderfully picturized. Now we are moving to exercise. Okay, so what is there as our first exercise? Let's go through. Match the following. Match the following words with their meanings. Okay, the words like reluctant, intriguing, exquisite, avalanche, overwhelming, credibility. Okay, we have these words and meanings are over here. Let's match it out. So what is reluctant? Reluctant means, okay, I'm not going to draw the lines but showing the numbers. Okay, reluctant is hesitating to do something. Hesitating to do something. I hope you have guessed the same. Now let's move to number B, intriguing. Intriguing means, okay, arousing one's curiosity or interest, fascinating. This is the meaning. Number C, exquisite. What is exquisite? Yes, you have already guessed. Extremely beautiful or carefully made. Number D, avalanche. What is avalanche? We have already gone through. Yes, avalanche means a mass of snow, ice and rock that falls down the side of a mountain. Then we come to number E, right? Overwhelming. What is overwhelming? Overwhelming is very great, so powerful that you cannot resist it. Credibility is finally the quality of being trusted and believed in. So with this we have finished match the following exercise, and we are moving to next exercise, that is a puzzle. Okay, let's solve a puzzle on the board. Let me paste it on the board. Here it goes, the puzzle, and we have meanings, right? Meanings across and down, meanings over here. Now let's guess the words. Okay, let's guess the words over here, and we are going to fill it up. Okay, number 1. It starts with let's start with this instruction. Number B, find the words from the text and fill in the crossword puzzle. We are going to fill this puzzle finding the words from the text. Okay, so let's start with across horizontally. Number 3, part of a film showing a particular event. So what is it? Number 3, part that start with F. F-O-O-T-A-G-E, footage. Okay, this word is footage. Have you guessed the same? Very good. Okay, let's move to number next 5. To find the origin or cause of something. Number 5. Where is 5 here? Okay, so what is the word? T-R-A-C-E, trace. Okay, let's move to number next. A film or radio television program giving facts about something. What's that? So 6 number. Okay, so how many letters we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 11 letters we need, and the word is documentary, documentary, right? Okay, documentary is the word. Now let's move to down. Okay, we have finished horizontal words, across words. Now we are moving to down. Number 1, the fact of soil, stone, etc. being gradually damaged and removed by the waves of rain or wind. What is it? Okay, it starts with E. Can you make a guess? What is it? E-R-O-S-I-O-N, erosion. Okay, this is erosion. Now we move to number 2. An attitude of doubting that claims or statements are true. So what is it? Number 2 that start with S. What is it? skepticism, skepticism. Okay, this is called skepticism. Now number 4, having or showing very strong feelings. Okay, number 4 that start with I. What is the word for number 4? I-N-T-E-N-S-E, intense. Okay, this is intense. Now final word is left. Number 7, to succeed in doing or completing something, achieve. So what is this? Number 7. Okay, starts with A. That is A-C-C-O-M-E, Okay, so we are done with this puzzle. Okay, we have done this puzzle, solved this puzzle already. Now let's move to another exercise. So what is there? Let's see. Number C, complete the sentences with appropriate words, phrases from the text. Okay, let's complete these sentences. Sentence number A, changing ice glacial erosion is the result of climate change. Number B, the beginning of the film is set in, what is it? Okay, Los Angeles. C, third sentence, let's complete third sentence. James Ballock began his project with a photography program called, what was called? The Extreme Ice Survey. Number D, Ballock wanted to go back to the scene of photography to see how the glacier had changed. E, the film is based on both data and scientific details. Number F, audience can have a better view of the images in big screen. G, okay, let's complete the sentence. Ballock's project team consists of a glaciologist and a climatologist. And then final sentence, let's complete the final sentence. The person doubting about theories on the environment may hesitate to see the film. Now let's move to another exercise, that is D. Answer the following questions. Let's go through these questions and answer session. Number A. What kind of film is Chasing Ice? So what kind of movie is that? Okay, we find somewhere here in the beginning, right? Let me show you the underlined form. Documentary. It is a documentary movie. Next question. What is the main objective of the film? What is the main objective? The main objective we find somewhere over here is, okay, how the climate change cause glacier erosion. That is what he was trying to show. The main is to show how climate change has caused glacial erosion. Next question. Why did Balog and his team set up cameras in different places? Why did he set up? Of course, he set up his cameras there to attempts to capture the erosion of glaciers there. So, same point of view, to capture the erosion of glaciers. So, he set up those cameras for that purpose. Next question is, what helps audience experience what is happening in the Arctic zone? Okay, what Balog's photographs, lined time lapses, footage, these things, viewers were able to guess about what is happening there, right, through his photographs and videos. So we could just say with his photographs and videos. Next question. How did Balog try to make film interesting? Okay, somewhere here you can find, okay, he combines data and scientific facts. So that is what, data and scientific facts with visually appealing images. Those things made the film interesting. Next question is, why is Chasing Ice a worthwhile movie? So you can find this answer about at the end of the this paragraph, let's say the lesson. It is a worthwhile movie because it combines theory and exquisite images. It combines intriguing theories and exquisite images. Okay, so that's why this is a worthwhile movie to watch. Finally, we have one more activity. Work in a group for 4 or 5. Suggest some practical ways to prevent climate change. Okay, so we have read a lesson, climate change and the cause what can it cause or bring the consequence, what kind of consequences can be brought by climate change, we have read that. Then let's suggest how we can prevent it, how we can stop climate change. Okay, some of the ways I have brought, like recycle more, recycle the things, okay, reuse, recycle, reduce, we must have heard, you must have heard about those things. So recycle more, let's not use lots of resources from the earth, let's recycle. Next one is plant a tree. Okay, planting helps environment heal better, right? And another is conserve energy, like coal, oil and gas, we have to conserve those energy. And do not do the activities that emit smoke, that causes the global warming, so we have to stop that. Use LED lights. If we follow these, then we can prevent from climate change. There might be more, you can talk about more ways of changing, way of preventing climate change. So with this, we have come to the end of today's class. I hope you have understood well the lesson, and also now you are able to solve all the exercises. With this, I would like to end this class. Thank you. Namaste.